So, I have been transported back to America against my will. No, not against my will. Legally, I have to say that I am in America of my own accord. It is my fault that I'm in America. I know, as of the current political situation in America right now, and I choose to come to America, well, everything is closed. Yeah, fair enough. However, there is a reason for it, but I'm going to talk about it in a separate video in about 12 months' time. In any case, today we have Admin Abuse Part 2. In response to Admin Abuse Part 1, which happened last week. Now, last time I reported on this, I said it would be at 6 PM EST. However, that's not the case. Below Natural has actually set this for 5 PM EST, and he announced it as 5 PM EST, and I probably read it as 6 o'clock. The reason why I said that it was originally going to be 6 PM EST is because that was the original date that Below Natural had planned. However, due to other games' live events, including, I believe, Tower Defense Simulator X, which Tower Defense Simulator sort of competes with, but then sort of, like, encourages player base, because, like, if the player bases of both grow, or if one grows, the other one would likely grow as well. So, you know, it's like a symbiotic relationship. So cannibalizing one live event to do another is not really a good idea of doing these live events. So I guess through some coordination, or Below Natural just giving up and just saying, listen, we're just going to make it an hour earlier for whenever Tower Defense Simulator X does their live event, or even, I think, update. In any case, it is at 5 PM. It's been pushed back by an hour since when I last reported on this. As Below Natural mentions, gets ready for more command abuse, which we saw last time, and more ban crates. Although, crates plural? Last time I checked, it was 1 crate. And Below Natural did say that there would be 1 crate per live event. So, the developers did announce that there were going to be 5 skins, but we only know of 4 of them. But I have speculation that comes in courtesy of Mentin speculating on something, which I found to be very interesting, which could lend theory as to why only 4 towers show up instead of 5. Oh, and of course you have Alter Ego being released on Thursday the 16th of October at 12 o'clock. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in America right now, so all of my timings are now going to be slightly skewed. Sorry about that. And yes, Below Natural has now made a live event for Admin Abuse Part 2. Another event, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark. Join us on another very special live event on October 11th at 5 PM EST. Very cool. And as you can already see, the timer is already going down on the icon for Tower Defense Simulator. It's got a different icon, interestingly enough, not using the live event thumbnail. This does not jeopardize any other event, by the way. It doesn't jeopardize the Halloween Night one. That's still going to be released on Saturday, October 18th at 5 PM. EST, and the Halloween announcement, for some reason it's still live. It's despite the fact that we already had the Halloween announcement update, technically. Now, there has been some sort of update leaks for the Halloween Admin Abuse Part 2, because in response to someone saying, hopefully you're giving us more time instead of just an hour and a half, the developers are saying we are making it last longer than 1 hour this time, and it'll be more balanced, because previously with Admin Abuse Part 1 it was balanced so that it was 6 high level players with every tower except event towers being able to just about beat it, and many people found that to be slightly a lot unfair, especially with the context of the admin abuse and the fact that you only had an hour and a half to actually get everything or to beat the game for the Halloween abuse. Many people did not find that correct, or did not find that to be just amount of time to actually do that. So the developers are saying that they're going to make it last a lot longer, well, last longer than an hour. I'm not sure if it's going to be a lot longer. I'd imagine it'll maybe be like 6 hours perhaps, and they are doing it in a different time zone. I believe previously it was 4 hours before, now it's around the time when most people in the United States would be alive and kicking to actually do this. Although that being said, a lot of European people, they're probably not alive and kicking to do this. So yeah, Asia, you could get away with it because it's very early in the morning in the Sunday for you, but this is very catered towards the American fan base rather than the European fan base. So I guess they're spreading around the time zones a bit, but even then, many people are going to find that a little bit egregious. However, just as importantly, someone asked if they keep being around for 1.5 hours all the time, assuming 5 happen in total. I'm not sure if I'm reaching the 60 petacle for the conserver would be humanly possible. However, Tower Defense Simulator, the official account, said, who said it's going to be the conserver this time, implying that there could be a different boss for this admin abuse live event. Now, if that's the case, that's fair enough, changing up the content, and we did see previously that they will be more balanced, so perhaps it's fair that the bosses are going to change, the enemies are going to change, the map might change. However, that does mean that if you did not get the conserver logbook, which majority of people probably didn't, there was a 15% chance, and the most I've ever seen someone actually beat the live event, the amount of times that they beat in the live event is 2, and the maximum that I can really think of is 3. If you beat it at the very start, so knowing what you're going to do, which is very rare, the time when Below Natural gave everyone a billion coins or whatever, and then after that, there was a period of time when the strategy, well, the strategy to beat the event was kind of known, which was just to get a bunch of high-level players, meaning that there were possibly 3 chances of getting the conserver logbook, and with a 15% chance, you don't have that many odds to actually do that. Now, obviously, this assumes that you don't have Max Scholar. Max Scholar increases the chances of getting the conserver logbook from 15% to 18%. So we're going to assume someone's stupid and they've actually maxed out Scholar for an 80% chance of getting a conserver logbook. So if we're going to say there's 3 trials, because there's 3 opportunities for you to actually get the conserver logbook, assuming that you beat it every single time of those 3 times, as I've stated previously, it means that for a chance of success of being 1, it means that there is, assuming it has to be greater or equal to 1, a 44% chance, if you did beat it 3 times, that you get the conserver logbook, which isn't a whole lot. You'll notice that that's not a majority. 44% chance, that's not over 50%. Now, for most people, they probably only triumphed it once, which means that obviously, yes, you only have a 0.18% chance, a 0.18 probability being an 18% chance. Now, some people beat it 2 times. Menton's team, who is the main wiki editor for the Tower Defense Simulator wiki, he beat it twice, and it means that he got a 32% chance of getting it, but he didn't. One person in that team of 6 did manage to get the conserver logbook. However, with this tweet by not probably Below Natural, but someone on the Tower Defense Simulator team saying who said it's going to be the conserver this time, implying that there could be a different boss, it means that the majority of players don't have the conserver logbook, but also it means that they can't claim to have beaten or claimed every single obtainable logbook in Tower Defense Simulator history. The amount of people with the overlap between the Frost Spawner and the conserver logbook means that I'm pretty confident in saying nobody has all of the logbooks in Tower Defense Simulator history, purely because it's really, really hard to beat the boss 3 times just for a logbook. This is probably the rarest logbook alongside the Frost Spawner, which now probably takes the 2nd spot. And now finally, the speculation on the band crate and the missing skin that appears to be missing from the band crate. As you may know, with the band crate, there are 4 towers with skins in it, and I have only one of them because I only have 1 band crate from Admin Abuse Part 1. You only get 1 band crate per live event, supposedly. The developers did mention 5, but there's only 4. One of them being for the Brawler, one of them being for the Electroshocker, one of them being for the Trapper, and one of them being for the Scout. Interestingly enough, that means that there is a bands crate for every single category of normal tower, evergreen tower, starter, intermediate, advanced, and hardcore. However, as Menton has speculated, the 5th tower may not be in the game. The speculation there being that the band crate's skin for the 5th tower is for the event tower coming out in the Halloween event, meaning that it might be in your interest to save a band crate for the Halloween event in case Below Natural or whoever makes the band crate skins, it turns out, makes the skin, the last band crate skin for the event tower. Which kind of makes sense why the developers would mention that there are 5 band crates and there appears to be 5 live events. That being 1 last week, 1 this week, and 1 for each of the 3 nights in Tower Defense Simulator's Halloween event. that being null and void, meaning that there's going to be an opportunity for 5 banned crates, which kind of implies 5 banned skins, and meaning that, yes, with the speculation being, we don't know if it's confirmed or not, but very likely to be the case, that there's going to be 5 banned crates, yeah, I think it is likely that the missing tower for the 5th banned crate skin is very likely to be the event tower coming out in the Halloween event, which, by the way, we don't know. The developers have not leaked anything about the null and void event tower, and it's not appeared in any trailer as like a subtle exclusive as they did for, say, the Executioner.